Have you two co-written any songs?
We did. And, you know, again, talk about, and gentlemen, thank you for bringing this up, because it really makes me think how our joint career really did set us up for our individual pursuits. The first song Anthony and I ever wrote was together with a gentleman by the name of Jeff Franzel, who is now one of Anthony's most oft collaborators in the songwriting world. Let's backtrack to March 2016. Anthony and I were in our very first songwriting session with Jeff Franzel at his beautiful apartment on the Upper West Side. And you can't make this up. I mean, talk about the universe. And I don't think I've ever shared this with you, gentlemen. We're in the middle of our songwriting session. Our parents knew about it because we were so excited about collaborating with Jeff, who is a world-renowned songwriter. He's written for everyone. And, you know, they knew we were in this songwriting session, so, you know, they weren't going to bother us. But we get a call from our mom in the middle of the session. And we know that she had gone for a few tests a few days before, you know, just like a lump. But, you know, it's always been cool. Every test that my mom has ever had. But she had found out that she had breast cancer. And we were literally in the middle of our first songwriting session, grappling with what to write about. Anthony and I were in a state of shock. Our mom is our best friend. And Jeff so brilliantly didn't go into the whole, oh, I'm so, he said, let's write about what you're feeling right now. Let it out. And we wrote the song in 2 sessions called The Gift Is You. And because that was the phrase that just kept coming up for Anthony and I. And so from there, gentlemen, we not only wrote The Gift Is You, because of our dear friend Stephen Reinecke, the conductor and musical director of the New York Pop Symphony Orchestra, we had a program to put together for our co-headline debut at Carnegie Hall that December of 2016. And Steve had said, gentlemen, you'll be opening Act 2 with a thank you to your parents in a section. And so one of the 2 songs that we sang was a 90-piece orchestrated version of The Gift Is You with our mom in the front row. And, you know, talk about growing up, idolizing the greats. We were at Carnegie Hall for our debut, and in the hallway, right before you go on stage from stage right, are posters of the heroes I grew up watching. Judy Garland, Liza Minnelli, Sammy Davis Jr., Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis, Frank Sinatra, Tony Bennett. And here we were to be able to sing a song that came from pain, where we could turn dark into light. And it buoyed not only Anthony and me in our songwriting. We wrote, I think, yeah, that was the only song we wrote together. But it activated my brother, who I knew for a while I was going to become a director. Boom. But that activated Anthony's individual bliss to become a songwriter. And so that's the full story.
That's wonderful. I think the number of songs in the world written at moments of anguish must be a very significant percentage. You know, it's I think the world is richer for the fact that people can take these moments of great personal testing, for want of a better word, and actually create music about it. So yeah, that's a wonderful story.
Yeah, no, it is. It is. What a catalyst for, you know, for writing a song. You know, I mean, I suppose, you know, yeah, I think you're right, Alan. I mean, I've often thought all the music I love, and, you know, I've written songs myself. I tried to do stuff in music, you know, years ago and all that stuff. And I realized most of the songs I like are more about pain, and even the stuff I've written, because it's, you know, there's something, I don't know, it's almost more legitimate writing about something sad than happy, to me. I don't know whether that's right. I mean, it's great to hear a happy, uplifting song and all of that, but, you know, maybe there's maybe there's a different kind of sharing when there's about, you know, lost love, or, you know, lost person, or, you know, someone you're pursuing who doesn't love you as much as you love them, or, you know, or the pain of stuff you're going through. I think it's I really do think it's an interesting thing. I know the catalog of music I listen to has always taken me there, you know.
Well, I think you bring up a good point, Lance. I think in any great art, when we're able to see or hear, whether it's great music, a great painting, a great book, it's when the artist leans into the pain, it showcases a vulnerability and thus a relatability. And it allows people in a very subconscious way feel, wow, I'm not alone, or wow, I may not know that artist, but I feel connected to them, because I think there's something about emotions being a universal language. And so I agree with you. I think there's something very psychological about the pain in which artists express that actually give people solace.
In the digital age, artists and bands struggle to make a living. In fact, only a small number of artists can live off their craft. For the 98% of artists that don't have the luxury of being signed to a label, it's tough. But artists deserve to live off their art. Wherever you are around the world, appreciation of music does not change. FENIX brings bands and their fans together, whilst allowing bands to properly monetize their passion. The FENIX app will directly connect bands and fans with no need for middlemen. We're utilizing the blockchain to give the power back to the artist once and for all. Join FENIX, join the change.